The upside of going on cable TV or talk radio, and this is something I know as a print journalist and I struggle with, is that you reach a lot of people and perhaps persuade them. The downside is that you're participating in a format that you maybe regard as irresponsible, a host that's sensationalistic or even willfully misleading. Yeah. And you risk lending legitimacy to it in some sense, right. And putting yourself in a venue where the playing field is tilted against what you believe to be the truth. So how do you weigh those factors and reach a judgment about whether to accept a particular invitation or go on a particular show?
Well, Connor, I can answer that really easily. You know, the dilemma.
Very good.
No,
very good.
It's very easy. If we don't do it, they'll find some other idiot who's gonna muck things up, right? They'll find their caricature, and you know, and that's why you know there are very few of us that sort of do this full time, you know, because we understand the importance of getting accurate narratives out there, because we know that the clowns are out there also, and you know Fox News has them on all the time, and so you know that's how you weigh things. I mean, when a producer calls us, you know, first you find out what's the topic. Okay, well, do we have a problem with radical Islam? All right, red flags are up. You know what you're dealing with. All right, who are the other guests? Right? If you're talking about former CIA Director Jim Woolsey and a few other, you know, of our neocon friends, you know that you're going to deal with that whole dynamic. And then when you finally decide and it's going to be hosted by Don Lemon, right? And then you're like, and then you think to yourself, all right, I've done this before and I do it competently. If I don't do it and Reza doesn't do it and Dalia doesn't do it, is this going to bring more harm than good to the community? And that's where we answer the question. That's why, you know, this is not a vanity exercise. We don't get. I still eat ramen noodles and peanut butter. You know, like they don't pay us to be on television. You know, we have high profiles.
Sometimes they send a car.
Yeah, they do that.
That's the most you get. They send a car.
And so this is actually a labor of love. I mean, like people don't understand. Like people sort of laugh at the pundits and the chattering class, and that's fine. But you know, it is a labor of love, and when you realize that you know these people are getting out to a lot of other people, not through a direct broadcast, but again through the YouTube clips, right? If there's something, you know, if Don Lemon asks you, do you support ISIS? Well, that's going to get 5.6 million hits, and 15 years of journalism that you've done, you know, this is going to make you more famous than those 15 years of journalism. But again, these are the narratives that people watch, and so you want to make sure that there's as competent of a voice on there representing Muslims as possible. If not, you know that the segment can actually do more harm than good.